Hey Libra, your August tarot reading is ready. I'm Eleanor. Welcome to Pink Pearl Tarot. Your theme is adapt, split gill mushroom. So the shape of this mushroom, it allows it to unfurl and then fold in as needed for the circumstance. So this is a reminder that there's never a one size fits all universally true answer for every situation. Now I have pulled 3 cards to get more information on what this means and what it could look like for you in August. Now first you have the Tower, so there could be a big wave coming and you'll have a choice to make whether you ride it and surf it or rather dig in and try to go rigid and apply force against force. Option B will likely get you rolled over. So fluidity and grace will get you through any big changes right now that you'll wind up still on your feet. So next you have the 3 of Pentacles, and this shows you teaming up with others and having to adapt to different personalities to accomplish a common goal. You could be coming into contact with people who possess various skill sets, and you might have to kind of like favor or back burner some of your own in order to adjust to the balance of the group. Now third, you have the Ace of Pentacles reversed, and this talks about, for the time being, staying light of foot and waiting until the time is right to plant a seed or to dig in. Commitments, they reduce your adaptability. Now they do serve a purpose, so this is not like anti-commitment, but I do see so much change. So keep in mind when you give someone your word or plans or investment that you could change your mind. Here in August, nothing should be set in stone, especially you. All right, getting into your week-to-week forecast. Week 1, you have Judgment. So something is either reawakening or coming up for review in some way. This might be it is my big awakening card. An end of dormancy. So something that you once said no to, you might feel called to say yes to now. And systems in your life that you had built in the past to be more adaptable, more modular, more malleable, they could pay off here. Or you could be discovering new dimensions to what you thought your calling was. Like it is still unfurling new pieces of it and gaining scope and sprawl. Now week 2, you have the 4 of Pentacles. So this is so perfect with adapt because we have this expansion followed by the an appropriate contraction, aspiration, in and out. So this week is asking for a more conservative or protective energy. It's not a time to make it rain, let's say. I'm hearing seal all the cracks, tighten the ranks. The idea is to make yourself compact and smooth. I know these are kind of weird metaphors, but hopefully you'll know what they're referring to for yourself. But like, if you think of roly-poly, there's time to be full run, roly-poly, and then there's time to be all balled up roly-poly. So this week is like the balled up roly-poly time. Now week 3, you have the 5 of Cups. So where you place your emotional energy this week will make the difference of if a situation becomes a quagmire or if you can extricate yourself and move on. For example, you're walking down the sidewalk, right? And you stub your toe on something and you look back to see what it was, and then you run into something. So keeping your eyes ahead is going to benefit you. Or if you've ever like dropped a spool of thread and you hang on to that thread, it rolls way further than if you just drop everything and then it just kind of plunks to the floor by your feet. So there is a chance here to cut your losses if you don't focus too hard and try to chase down something that might just need to fall away. Don't try to go down with any ships, I guess I'm saying. Now week 4, you have the 9 of Pentacles, and this rounds out the month nicely to end on a positive note going into September. And so your adaptability means keeping your own 2 feet underneath you and not leaning on anyone else. You're showing up very independent here and comfortably grounded. And at the same time though, be mindful of not fostering anyone else's dependence on you, that could also curtail your flexibility. Now obviously if you have children or you have dependents, that's not what I'm talking about. It's more like doing for someone else what they could totally do for themselves to the point that they come to expect it or they lose the ability to handle it or navigate it on their own. For career and finance, I'm using the Literary Tarot, and you have the 6 of Ink or Wands, which is fire, represented by the Iliad, and the Hierophant, represented by the novel 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. There's Captain Nemo there. For the self-employed and actually the traditional employed, I'm seeing like, I'm not going to break it up into 2 this time because I'm kind of seeing the same thing for both of you, people with jobs and people who are doing their own thing. There is huge success to be had this month if you can be adaptable when following or diverging from the rules. You'll have to know which ones to follow and which ones to break. Now, obviously, follow the actual written laws of the land. This is more hierarchical rules. You might see a decision making void and step in with decisiveness and save the day where no one else was making a decision. I see a big rising to the occasion, and I see you potentially being in a position where you might have to speak for others or voice concerns about some sort of threat to business, to safety, to reputation, something like that. There is praise and recognition, not from some big show of force, but the ability to finesse and navigate a fraught landscape. For love, you have the Three of Swords with the Star. Now, for couples, you could be overcoming some past hurt together. You're a source of hope for each other in hard times. Or maybe you've been through a rocky patch and the love beneath the surface is starting to show again. You can feel the warmth and the light again. There could be a call for forgiveness, mutual forgiveness here as well, because someone in this dynamic has been or is hurting. And light is being shed on that source of hurt so that it can be healed, or so the process can begin at least. Lots of catharsis here. This is mostly meant to be a soothing message of hope that this connection can survive whatever it's been put through. Now for singles, they're acknowledging that you've been through hurt and pain, and they want to offer you a message of faith and hope here. You know that song from the original, the old Crow movie? It's either It Can't Rain All the Time, or maybe it's It Won't Rain All the Time. Your dearest wish has been heard. The message has been received. It's in the works. And there's already a glimmer of feelings if you are connecting with a potential interest. There is a need for healing though, but the light at the end of the tunnel, it should finally be starting to show itself this month in August. Now finally, I have an affirmation for everybody. It is safe for me to explore unknown worlds and try new things. Awesome, Libra. This looks like a great August for you. I'm excited, and I will talk to you next month. Thank you.